So, I am now as powerful as I can be at this point in the game, as we have fixed all the things that I said that I was gonna do, potentially like even more. Now the scout armors were already maxed out, and we'd already set them up, but now every single person has all of their stuff maxed. Passives and whatnot, and I've set up the passives in which I want them. Equipment, everyone has a level 6 weapon, and everyone has a level 6 wait, 7, I mean, level 7 weapon and level 7 armor, except for Rob that has the level 8 golden brigandine armor. I've switched the classes a little bit because I've let people like learn different like other class skills and whatnot. So like Malia has Aqua and Terra, so she has some magic attack to use, she has some physical attacks to use. She has her Heal All and Raise, which are the most important ones. She has the Crest Command and Channel Energy, because that one is really useful. Heal is not as much points. If I have Heal All, it doesn't heal as much, but I typically don't need to heal just one person. In which case I could just use a healing item, probably. And inflicting wet on all enemies is not as necessary. Like, I don't need to do that. It isn't as necessary. And yeah, so like currently Amalia has the cleric class, so she can learn Awaken Spirit and Heal All, except for both of these versions are worse than her Raise and Heal All spells, so there's no point in me doing so. But yeah, there I've set up everyone with various things. Eagle is now pretty cool. He's got some, obviously he has leveled up all his stuff, so he has some good things. He's got shield stance, he's got cover, which is what he's gonna mostly utilize. He's got first aid, so he can fully heal himself. So he's got Ether Sucker, which is just for when because he doesn't have a lot of TP, so that he can get back most TP. Like he uses 10 and gets back 80. His max is 106, so you know. So he should be pretty good. So he's got extra attack and defense, so that his attack is pretty good. It isn't like up to par with other physical attackers, but he isn't supposed to be a DPS per se. I mean, even Victor has now like a decent amount of magic, because I gave him, what did I give him? He has the shaman class, so he gets more magic, so he has Aqua to cast water magic. So I've like distributed like in terms of the elemental stuff, so she can do water and earth. He just has physical stuff. Obviously Linnea focused on doing wind and fire. Then we got Tomki, obviously has fire, earth, and water. That's the things that he had access to. He doesn't have access to anything else, so like he can do all of those. Glenn has fire that he's able to use. Victor has water, because water isn't too... I mean, Linnea has water as well, but so he's got Aqua, and then he can summon the Firestorm Spirits, which does fire or wind. Rob doesn't have any elemental stuff. I gave him the warrior class for a short period, where he got attack up and HP up, I'm pretty sure. No, he got counter attack from... oh no, I wasn't sure, but either way, so he's got more HP and he's got more attack. And so he was able to get power swing, so he has a damage all ability, which is pretty useful for him, because otherwise he was just single target outside of using Pandemic. Now I also shifted, because I had a brain moment here where I was like, wait a minute, I can apply toxic, but can I apply poison as well? I haven't tested it, but like, is toxic and poison two different damage, like DOT instances? In which case, if you apply both of them to an enemy and then do pandemic, that gets shifted over to everyone, so that everyone has poison and toxic going at the same time. Which I'm like, hold on, so that's a thing. So we apply toxic, then poison, then paralyze, or paralyze, or whatever, because paralyze lasts for less amount of time, which is why, like, on his weapons, yeah, I tried to make sure to those that use, like, that do damage, that they should have a, like, their weapon and the master ability, except for Sienna, because she doesn't need the katana master, her having just 8 attack ups maxed out, HP drain maxed out, and TP cost down not maxed out. I didn't find as many crystals, and I didn't care to grind all of those too much. But yeah, he's got light armor bonus, so he takes less damage, he does more damage in general, he has a chance of blinding, and then he has paralyze extender, just for 1 extra turn, but paralyze has less turn than base maxed out toxic and poison, so I felt like having poison and toxic extender was pointless, because they already last for 6 turns, which is plenty of time, and like paralyze only for 3, potentially for 4, which is like, that's pretty nice. Let's see, for the most part, yeah, and then Bathras, he's got earth, magic, because he obviously has aqua and terra as well, and then he's got dark and light, and then I didn't have metal dagger because he doesn't typically end up using that, because his strongest stat is magic, so it's not gonna end up being too bad anyways. And currently he's not in the party. I'm experimenting with having these 4 at the front, but like, I'm otherwise thinking of putting him and Sienna, connecting them, so like, if he's out and the enemy is strong against magic, then I'll just shift him out for Sienna, and that's physical attacks, so it will be like, so I'll be like, oh, okay, sure, just change them. Otherwise, my thought process is like support tank, so that I can just shift out, because Victor does have, okay, no, Victor doesn't have, how many does have, so she has her revive. I think something that I didn't think of, I should have someone else using revive, and if Victor is there, Victor should have revive. So he's got, yeah, buffing defense and offense. Now, yeah, bee stings for Sienna combo. Increased TP regen and MP, TP and HP. The HP shield has been useful. I'm wondering if I want him to have, I can't do that, right. I have to put it here, which I find is I think that's a bit sad, that I can't use, like, class action skills can only be under that, and you can't, like, when you've gotten them to max, you can't just put them wherever. So it's a bit sad, because you only have 2. Now, Firestorm Spirit isn't super necessary, so I might want him to have a revive, but I do have plenty of revive items anyways, and so, like, this revive is 20% HP. What is normal revive? It doesn't say, but I think it's somewhat equivalent or whatnot. But yeah, let's see, was there anything else? And yeah, he obviously has, whenever I find an enemy then like has that potential, I can obviously just fight them again, and then I'll switch on to Uncanny Encounter. I don't need him to have that on his skill list at all times. And I found out that Broken Accordion, when it says dealing 4 times damage influenced by user's HP, that is literally That is not like it has a base damage and then the more less HP he has, the more damage it does. It is literally, if he has full HP, it does 0 damage. Now, he doesn't have anything else that I feel like is worth having. Like switches targets HP and TP in percent is weird, and I don't see it being super useful. So like I might as well have that there in case he's like super low HP, maybe be able to hit the enemy with that. But I do have a decent amount of people that can heal. So like she can heal everyone, she can heal everyone, Tomki can heal everyone. Victor has the HP regen, which I think because of how that works, it goes with scales with his mind, which means that it's gonna heal more. Obviously Amalia has way higher mind, in which case I wonder, it's a shame that she doesn't have anything else rather than just normal heal, but since her mind is so fucking high, then her heal all should do pretty good amount of healing. And yeah, so we're going with this setup. And also I set, for the most part, when I was doing stuff, like the first skill is a multi-hit ability, so that I could grind out encounters faster. But anyways, and yeah, obviously I fully upgraded everyone's armor and weapons, which I think I have, yeah, 3 Planamores left, Worm Carapaces. That's right, I did one thing off screen. Shit ton of Ancient Skulls and Elastic Wings still, because I got a bunch of them. Or was it Colossus? No, I think it was Colossus Hides. Because I ran out of Colossus Hides for upgrading, but there was... Oh yeah, some of that. There was a challenge here that I did, which was this one. Beating 5 Sky Monkeys with Eagle and Rob alone. Which, after getting, like, upgrading most of their stuff and, you know, getting all the skills up, wasn't very difficult. But that gave me Colossus Hide so I could finish upgrading everything. But I didn't do anything else, like, outside of that. I just kind of grinded enemies and whatnot, and there's not much else we can do. So, without stalling too much else, I've basically gone as strong as possible, so let's just fly to our destination and whoop whose ever ass this is to be in my way. Let's in fact just hop into fight and let's see how these 4 deal with such situation. They're weak to... Okay, don't use water. I find it interesting that his hit all fire attack is weaker than his water and earth attack. I don't know why that one is so much weaker. Boom. And then, yeah, we do multi-shot. Kaboom! It's not going to do too much damage, but it's something. She can't do much per se, but... Bam. Still pretty good damage. Okay, you hit him. Good. Yes, I'm gonna check that, because load gun spear, yeah. I want to test if the whirling spear is like... if it is per hit or whatnot. Yeah, sure, give defense to everyone. Sure, let's do that. Only shield is gonna like actually matter, but heal all. Let's see. We could do multi-shot. I think that's gonna be fine. She's not gonna kill them, so. Crest blocked. Sick. Alright, now that you have ammo loaded, let's do Whirling Spear. Because it's for 6 hits, so I would imagine that he would have like 1 ammo left for this, because it's going to be 1 per enemy. that certainly did way more damage than he would otherwise do with that. So I think it does. If you do load ammo and then you do that, you will hit every enemy and that will take 1 ammo per enemy. I think this animation looks pretty cool. I don't know what it's supposed to technically be, but it's not as strong as everything else that have weaker quote-unquote animations. Oh yeah, I was gonna might as well show that off as well. So I did do my routes and the areas to grind materials and all that, but as I was looking up how like SP works and how it's gained, I found a better grinding spot. And like for the most part, it seems to be like it's based. You get more SP if you fight more enemies. So, and more enemies in one encounter. And also if an enemy is sparkling, which will be that they have a higher drop rate of stuff, that they could drop 2 items or more rare stuff or whatnot. I think it's just 2 items instead of 1. Potentially also rare items. But they will also drop or give you more SP. So if you fight in a battle with many enemies that have sparkling enemies, you will get a lot of SP. And the best place to do that is over here, which you can do pretty early, but later on it goes way faster to do it. And it's just walk up here and do this fight, and you can just beat these guys and then you just teleport back to the crystal and then go back in, or you can like escape from the fight, then go directly back in until like one of these are sparkling, or one or more are sparkling. But I kind of typically just kill them immediately. So here's one is sparking, so we just, because at this point you kind of just insta kill them, and so you get 11 SP is pretty good, especially if you do that and then you immediately teleport back and do that over and over and over again. It's very quick because it's such a short distance to run over to. So that is the best spot in the game to grind SP. So that is a recommend. So let's not trigger something by being too close to it. Okay, I just have to be in my sky armors. Okay, they're just gonna put me wherever. We're close to the ruins. The church has built a facility on top of the entrance. We have to go through it first. A facility? Will the church let us pass? I will make them, don't worry. I understand, Sir Ego. So you spent half of your life in Dorver? Yes, I was sent to the surface to gather wisdom, so that Sova could learn more of the world. Somehow I ended up in Sir Isaac's service. He was a very curious man and had never seen a Sova like me before. And after your training, you returned to your people? Indeed, just as I had promised. I came back with a lot of knowledge, and since then I've been working as a guard for them. My job is to keep monsters and trespassers away. What the? What is wrong, Glenn? Look over there. Oh, various enemies in cages. It's all part of this facility. What kind of place is this? Are they doing research on these monsters? We somehow don't interfere in the affairs of the church. Then let me answer your question, my dear. The monsters are born here. The church is raising monsters? Yes, they are artificially created and then distributed all over the world. You're joking. Why would the church do that? How should I know? But it sounds pretty evil to me. Monsters spread fear, and fear leads people to faith. Understandably, that's the first thought you might have. But that would be completely preposterous. I know the church is doing some heinous stuff, but something like this sounds like a bad story in an even worse play. You certainly know your stuff, Sienna. I told you I've been here before. Remote places are very appealing to treasure hunters, such as myself. Look over there. No, a ship. Are we gonna steal this? Is this gonna be a new airship for us? Oh no, it's there, it goes. We're simply gonna get a new one at some point. They really do transport the monsters from here onto airships. Please come, let's continue. Are we gonna be able to Gather some info from these scientists just talking secrets away. With this new load of monsters, we've probably caught up to the facilities in Hecandria. The Pope will be pleased. Huh? What are you doing here? Okay, you wanna divulge some more info that you shouldn't be talking about? This place is off limits. Fucking see if I care. I don't. Is the answer to that. You know what? No, we'll take that. That's more useful. Yeah, sure. Ooh, that's pretty neat. No. I've also become more like stingy on which crystals I take, just to... So that, because you can seemingly run out of space for them, which I did, and then I had to just throw away a bunch of useless ones. No, that's terrible. Like most ones that cost 3, I just kind of throw out because they're kind of pointless. Because they don't have too much potential. The only way you can use 3s like well is if you combine the 1 cost with the 3 cost, that becomes a 2 cost, and then you can continue doing that. Also, there's one more chest outside apparently that I could get. I should search the surrounding area. What are you doing here? Entry is forbidden. Mato, you wanted to talk to them. To be honest, I don't think I can do anything. Wait, what? You said you'd take care of it. Looks like we got to take care of it ourselves. Wow, instantly, huh? Damn it, let's notify the command. Could have just shot him too. And their Mato is gone. What are you doing? You must not touch the church. Mato, what did you expect would happen if you let us here? Oh, what a surprise. Is he an agent of the church? He was just playing the fool. Mato, where is he? Something's afoot. We have a bad feeling. Let's find these ruins quickly. Yes, he's a agent of the church. Be gone. Let's Let's search for chests that apparently is around here. Unless it's among the tree. Somewhere. It's possible. Okay, there's a lot of not used space here. Oh, there it is. Knight's Honor. Now, I didn't accidentally leave someone with the... No. Okay. I gave her the healing bounce so her heals can crit, so that's even better. Knight's Honor. Hate increased at the start of battle by 50. Oh, it gives Warcry, the Warcry ability. Which he can learn. Which means that that would be something he wouldn't have to... that could be useful. Now, I did give him the TP cost down. So what does he have currently? So it's currently 30, 10, 30, 30, 25, 25, 20, 10. Which is not a shit ton to begin with. Like 30 being the most... Plus, we're gonna have some... Like, he does have other suckers, so I don't think it's necessary for him to have that amulet on. I think he can probably have something else. Yeah, silence immunity is good for her. Honestly, would be for him. As well, comfy scarf. I don't think I would be able to get a different or the same one. Unless it's in Tormund. In which case I would give that to him as well. Probably should. Although I haven't like seen many like status effects and all that. Does she now have... She does have weakness pierce now and cleanse, so she would have something to use. And she can still use heal and others, so like that wouldn't be the worst. Plus I do have like items for that, right? Items to cure blind poison. Yeah. So I don't think I need to have that on her though. So I think I want him to have that instead. We'll come back to her. He just has more stats. You have more defense stuff. Just mind up. That's just higher attack. Attack up. That's just some defenses. That would be... Well, I don't know if that... I mean, I could... It's a bit weird for her since she's doing elemental stuff. Counterattack. Not sure what I would give her agility up. I'll give him the self armlet, I think. So he gets a bit faster. Could we give him... That is like okay. TP up? I don't know. Sure. Because he has some, yeah, all those are 40, 30. Yeah, these are all pretty expensive. So yeah, sure, let him have that. I think that'll probably be better. We'll see. With my luck, I'll just fucking run into a billion enemies or something that just does silence. Which will suck. It's been 2 weeks since it was born. If we can keep it alive for at least a year, we can call this a success. You're an idiot for just divulging random info, even though you weren't very specific. It's still bad. You haven't seen anything? Yeah? Okay. That's all you want to say. Alright, well let's just move straight up then. What the ever-loving fuck are we gonna look at? What is that? Some pile of sludge. This looks like a huge lump of flesh. What are you doing here? You all need to leave immediately. Ooh! She's fast with it. Out with it. What is that thing? You said it yourself, a lump of flesh. Stop your babbling and explain. Sienna, calm down. What is the matter with you? Is it a failed experiment? It doesn't look like it can do much except sit there idly. Failed? Not at all. It is exactly what it's supposed to be. A life form that has an incredible amount of ether stored in it. Ether? But why? So they can siphon it? What's going on here? High Inquisitor of the Church, Sir Raphael, if I'm not mistaken. She turns, just to make sure they can't recognize her. I'm completely unfamiliar with this facility. All these monsters. Ooh, Raphael is not in on this? Your Excellency, what's the meaning of this? Oh, no, he did recognize her. Sienna, what are you doing here? Well... What is happening right now? Oh, have the goons showed up now? Explosions? Yeah, there you are. I told you to wait at the entrance. Sure you did, dude. Run! This whole place is going to blow up. Did you plant explosives? Mother, what have you done? Explanation will have to wait. He's planted explosives to blow up the facility? Oh, there he is as well then. Don't be in such a hurry. General Godfrey. Well, Princess Celestia, the traitor. Those three will all go up in flames. Go up in flames? What's so bad about that? What are we going to do? We don't stand a chance against him. I'm sorry, Glenn, but I think we have plenty of chance against him. That's right, so die. Hey, Raphael the goat. Also, I'm sure we can stand a chance against him. I don't know what's going on here, but this place belongs to the church, and none of you have any business here. How sweet. You think with your sword you can stand against my flames of hell? Oh, no matter what you call it. What the? How strong are you? Damn. This sword is blessed by the light of God. It burns much hotter than any flame you wield. Based. You have my respect. A mere human achieving such strength as yours is astounding, but it is still just the strength of a human being. What is he doing? Wield the power bestowed by the Grand Grimoire. You've turned yourself into some fucking sludge monster. Congrats. Wield the power of the gods. You're an idiot. Oops. Okay, maybe not. Launch yourself head first at him. We can beat you. Now to you, traitor. We have to fight. Are you out of your mind? This will be easy. Come on. He didn't have time to channel his magic and he's badly hurt. True, this is the best chance we can get to deal with this candle. Well, try blowing me out then. I will, dude. I will. Maybe not with this setup of people. Ooh, interesting. Oh, I can steal from him specifically, and I have two hands to deal with. I should have prepped her with water, but I mean, hey-ho. Let's just not use fire. Simple as that. Let's do one hand at a time, shall we? Flame intensity raised. Well, what if we did this? Flame intensity goes down. Hey, look at that. Is that a thing? That's unfortunate for you, dude. Water. Shield. Yeah, begin with shield stance. Fist bump, huh? Yeah, sure. She can switch with Rob. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see if we can do some doubling up on stuff here. Although that's just the hand. Well, actually, that works fine, I think. Yeah, okay. We're gonna shift to her so we can steal. Ooh, nice. Oh wait, target him with that. Well, okay. Load gun spare. Water! Can keep that not raced. Oh, that's gonna... Well, let's just pandemic on your hand then, so that it spreads to the rest of you. The hand is destroyed. Oh, really? Oh! Is that what happens? You can... Well, okay then, if that's how we're gonna deal with this. We've loaded our gun spear. Time for whirling spear, I think. Or we can unload all into him. But nah. This hits all of them. Trying to take out both hands at the same time. Oh, you're paralyzed because I had paralyzed hit. Paralyzed hit. Fuck you. Get donked on. Yeah, let's apply this then. Okay, well I don't have that. Do aqua. Oh, that's... Yeah, that's cool. Poison! Resisted. Oh, that was something else. He can be poisoned and toxic at the same time. That's very funny. He's also blinded for 3 turns? Oh boy. And then paralyzed for 3 turns. That's gonna be fun. Although that's just him, not his hands. But... Wait, ammo loaded? Oh yeah, of course, because he can do another one fully powered. Bam, bam, bam. That's one hand taken down. Oh no. I'm so scared. Oh, I can heal all. Let's do that then. Keep ourselves in the good zone. Yeah, let's do Drunk Master. Quicken everyone. Multi-shot to kill his hand as well. Lovely. Switch out. Yeah, let's beasting, whatever. Extended the paralysis. Sure, buddy. Water. Are these the limits of my power? You're the same as Matthew. What is it with you men's lust for power? You always bite off more than you can chew. Yeah, you're kind of in deep shit, my dude. Toxic poison paralysis. Well, okay, let's shift back. Oh yeah, weakness pierce is gonna do 2.6 times if the enemy is afflicted with poison toxic. I'm gonna assume it's either or and not both, because I don't think this is gonna do like... If this does 1,000,000 damage, we know that it's because if we have both at the same time. That was a crit, so no, it is only one. That was... I mean, there's no point. Let's just keep using water. There we go. Oh, you're doomed. I didn't even need to, like, use a special or anything. You could barely do enough damage to me. Loser. Get owned. And look, there was a scientist watching us at all times. Run, quickly. So, Mato, when did you when did you get that C4 that you planted? I guess that's it for this facility. Were you able to escape, Raphael? What's the meaning of this, Mato? You destroyed the property of the church. I'm sorry I had to trick you, but I needed you to take out the guards. But Mato, have you forgotten the oath? The oathly oath you took. If the chief finds out about this, the chief and the villagers agreed to this operation. What? Why? You've been away for a long time, Eagle. You've missed a lot. There's been so much suffering. The oath we pledged to the church existed because they once saved us from monsters. When we learned the truth about their activities here on Shambhala, we could guess who was responsible for the monster attack. It was the church that created the monsters that attacked us. This is the land of the Sova. The church settled here without asking and forced an oath on us without any guilt. Revenge had to be taken, so it was. What did you do? I couldn't quite tell. What are you doing? Whether or not our oaths have been wrongly enforced upon us, an oath is an oath. The most important virtue to the Sova. Yet we have broken it. Eagle, we've all decided that you can go on your own way. Go your own way. Don't tell me that the others... No. We have exploited this group of brave adventurers for our own purposes, and we owe them. You are the strongest of us, and the greatest help to them. Join them. Mato, think it over. Did he just, like, stab himself? It didn't look like he... It looked like he just kind of... like... sliced his hand, quote-unquote hand. Hello, Chess. You're witnessing Mato, I guess, killing himself after he blew up a church facility. It didn't quite look at that, but sure, it looked like it, but sure. At first, ASAC, which one is the first one? I don't know. I took them out in whichever fucking order I could. A magic teleporter. Oh, I think I saw that one. I don't know where it was again, but okay. It will take you to your destination. Okay, right to the thing. Okay, I guess he... I didn't look like he did that, but sure. Hey, there he is. He did survive. Not particularly surprised. Your Excellency, what is it about these monsters? Why all this? Also, we can tell that Raphael is not completely in on all of the church's secrets. Also, we found out that the church creates monsters. They breed them and or just create them, and then seemingly distribute them across the world so that they attack people, and then the church comes in to protect people so that people can follow their faith afterwards. Is the thought, at least. Sienna said that that would be preposterous, but I mean, she was an ex-inquisitor, or is an ex-inquisitor, so I don't know if she's also a little bit naive regarding that. I don't know. Shouldn't we help Sir Eagle? He insisted on doing it himself. Doing what? I'm done. They're all buried. Who... I was gonna be, who are they? But right, everyone in the village are dead? Question mark, because the Empire people came and just killed everyone. They weren't always nice to me, true. I've been away for half of my life, so I hardly relate to them. I was like a stranger in the village that didn't know how to treat strangers. I don't feel angrily angry. Sir Glenn. Yes? There's nothing keeping me here anymore. The Sova wanted me to help you, but that decision is entirely mine. I won't have an oath forced on me like they did. Why don't you tell me what your goal is, and then I'll decide for myself whether or not I help you or not. I saw a meme last week that went like, name 5 JRPG bosses. God, yeah, that's... name 5 JRPG bosses. God, yeah, that's on me. I set the bar too low. I mean, yeah, a lot of JRPG bosses, like final bosses, like God, and it's like, okay, well, I guess. Then let the storyteller do the explanation. Oh yeah, we're talking about our mission. Yeah, okay. Here you go, Eagle. You want to help us? I see. Okay, I understandably understand. So it's like that. What are you doing? What? You're a group of resistors who stole the weapon of mass destruction and are trying to rid the country of a tyrant? The church not being evil is actually a twist at this point. Except it seems... Well, I don't know if the church is evil. They are certainly... Now it seems like they are. Although I don't know if they are evil per se. They are just not good. because they had also created like a huge lump of flesh monster whose only like purpose was to store a bunch of ether within itself and just sit there among those monsters. And like seemingly the church is like forcing people in way like by like sending monsters to attack them, and then they defeat the monsters and protect citizens so that they can follow their faith. So I'm like, but like in so far it's like, well, they're not doing an evil thing per se. Like they're not evil, they're assholes just doing things to get people to follow their faith. But they haven't done a per se evil act necessarily, not in the same sense, but they're certainly not good. So what seemed to be amazing, that the church is not evil, is just like, well, the church is not as evil as they could be. So we'll see where they go with that, but they're definitely not good. Unexpected, but you want to destroy this Grand Grimoire, did I get that right? This is what we risked our lives for, yes. And overthrowing a tyrant sounds like a nobly noble deed as well. Alright, as Knights of the Dusk Blue, I'll join you in good conscience. With your permission, of course. Proud member of the sober community on Shambhala that doesn't exist anymore. He was sent to the surface to gather knowledge about Aldrea and bring it home. It was there he met the knight Sir Isaac of Dorver and became his squire. At the end of his training, he returned to his homeland. Because of his naivete and inability to fly, he is often bullied by the others that don't exist anymore. As Raphael not being in on everything seems to fit his role in the game. Yeah, I'm wondering if Raphael... Wait, which weapon does he use? He uses a normal sword. The only person we don't know who's gonna use a weapon is Knuckles. Which is not what Raphael is doing, unless in early game we got Killian using two-handed swords, and maybe what Raphael is using is a two-handed sword, so maybe we get Raphael to use the great swords, two-handed swords instead later on. I would be fine with that, because Raphael seems pretty based. He kind of seemed pretty based from the get-go. You may accompany us, provided you promise not to stand in our way. How great! He's coming along. He looks so friendly and fluffy. It sort of seems like he's playing the Kratos role right now. Who was that? I recognize the name. What are we talking about? Yeah, but who are we? I forget where that's from, or who, you know, but I recognize the name. Excellent, let this be my new oath. But you didn't, alright, you didn't want to forcibly take an oath. I protect the Crimson Wings and support them in their quest to free Valandis from its tyranny. I don't think we need an oath, but welcome aboard, Sir Eagle. I also said the teleporter to Sanctuary is at the first ASAC in the north. Let's head there. His curious brother. Oh, yes, right. Devil May Cry. That was where it was from. Oh, right, straight up there. Right. Now everyone got new shit, which means we can just see here. Okay, what do we got for you? Mind, defense, crits. Okay, let's see. I don't care for any of that. In Best Friend, when Amala defends, he attacks. Neat, but I don't think that's ever gonna be used. The only good boss fight in Democrat 4. Crest transform. Alright, Crest transform, concentration. That's pretty neat. Erase all. Revival. I'm curious if that works how I think it does. And all cure. I'm gonna take Crest transform because I'm curious to see what the fuck that is. You can use Phoenix Rise. I'm curious on that as well. It is magic, which he doesn't have a shit ton of. He's got 68, not at all much actually. So I am wondering, do I want that? It does say it deals magical fire damage, so it's healing the user, and it hits everyone. So like, and it does also like if it has increased damage because of the flame, but he doesn't need that healing thing because he has, yeah, so I don't know. Shield all 75% take allies physical damage until next turn and mitigate by 15%. So it's like cover but for everyone, and cover lasts for 2 turns, but shield all is for 1 turn. And it's, well, this one is seemingly guaranteed, but this is a 75% chance. But it's for everyone, which... Comrades help. Using healing skills on user will heal more. Iron will over... Until next turn, user will survive any damage with 1 HP. He gets HP up. Ki? I'm unsure. 50% more hate per action gained. Heroic tank, 20% chance to block 50% damage when shield an aura ally. So when he activates shield ally, there's a 20% chance that he will block 50% of the damage. I don't know. Unsure about all of these. Maybe shield all, but because I have to pick a specific person, because if yeah, I don't know. But then not everyone needs to be protected, so I don't know. And that one seems a bit wasteful. Let's just pick stats for him. Increased HP, increased attack. Let's do that first and foremost, because he will do more damage then. Yes, you will get the one super useful ability. Consumes all TP. No, Heaven's Tier. Magical attack with the element the target is weakest against. Deals 1.7 damage. So it's gonna do less damage like than any maxed out specific one, but it will always do effective damage, which is pretty useful. Crest Transform, yeah, so instead of Crest Command, Crest Transform. This will just cost less, but we're gonna do that. Bam, level 2 immediately. We're gonna test that out. Very cool. Yeah, we'll pick the stat for you. You are gonna do... So that's 2 damage. This one will otherwise do... And max it does... Oh, wait, hold on. Deals 2 times damage. Oh no, at max damage it just... No, at max damage it doesn't really matter. It also costs the same amount of TP. Okay, cool. Fine then. Who gives a fuck, I guess. Yeah, do... Instead of Wind Thrust, then do Heaven's Tier. That's pretty cool. You next. Any ability you have is kind of like meh. And any passive is kind of meh. So we're just gonna go with whatever else that you've got going, which is like mind, I guess, because you need to be able to heal a bit more. You've got now Cheer raises it. No, Water Strike, Whirlwind Strike, physical. Oh, potentially a better version than that warrior skill. Earth Strike, Wind Strike. So it's just elemental hits, which is neat to have, I guess. All Break lowers target's attack, magic, defense, and mind by 10% for 3 turns. %. So instead of 15% on those things, it's 10, but it's everything at once. And because of my like all break extender or whatever, it or just break extender, they will probably last for longer than 3 turns. So I think I'll just take that to begin with. Oh, he can just get HP drain? I don't know about that. He doesn't need that. This spell hits, that's pretty neat. Shield ally, that would be pretty useful. All these stats are pretty cool. But take all break. I'm gonna do... yeah, you got stat. So instead of... So we got... all break there. Just gonna max it immediately, fuck it. We can do... For now... More like decoy? Lend energy... Yeah, lend energy, so he has the healing thing as well as a possibility. He's probably not going to learn any other elemental attack because there's no point in him doing so. He has oil strike, so he's going to use fire strike. That's like the point. Okay, you got, yeah, all hits with that. Encore 20 times to extend target's debuffs by 1 turn. Lowers target's fire and water resistance, lowers the wind and earth resistance. Heroic Ode raises attack, magic, defense, mind, agility, and crit chance by 10% for 5 turns to everyone. Same with this situation then. No, grants increases defense and mind by 10% for 5 turns. Oh no, it's just better. Away with those, put that there, and that increases in how many percent even. Okay, and this also increased by how many percent, so that, yeah, all break is just infinitely better. This one is just amazing. Well, these also increased to 14, but that's their max, and this one's max is 15. And with your things, these was 20%, while that becomes 15, which is fine. That's also like, I'll take it. So now he's got this, which means that that's 1 button push and he does that. So now he can use one of these as well. And I guess that will be just push this up. That's gonna be like pressure point then. There's not too many others that uses wind. Yeah, it's water, earth, yeah. So we have another wind. There we go. He has more magic thing now. Very cool. We're getting to learn the good shit. Nature's Mirror grants a random stat buff of 5% to all for every target's debuffs and ailments for 2 turns, once per battle. I don't know about 2 turns once per battle. I'm gonna assume it's gonna increase the amount of turns, maybe. But Barrage, a physical attack dealing ×1 damage to everyone. Whatever. Sleep Powder inflicts sleep for 2 turns. Soul Parasite reduces target's weakness. Reduces their weakness against all elements by 10% for 3 turns. Yeah, that's something I'm interested in. What do you have currently on? I guess it would be Throat Cut, because that's not always useful, so it would be that skill instead. Now, obviously, everyone wants more stats and shit like that, but we can do that later. Oh, TP Sacrifice? Do you have HP Sacrifice? No, you don't. Is it here? No, it's not. Okay. I didn't bother learning that. I mean, Paralyze Hit is pretty cool otherwise. Could do TP Sacrifice, but probably not. But we're gonna just do Soul Parasite. There we go. That's a very fucking fine skill right there. Instead of Throat Cut, there we go. Bam, bam. This goes from 10, 15, 20% weakness to all elements. That means I can just use any magic and they will just take a lot of damage, which is very cool. Boom, immediately. Very cool indeed. Her, she gets quick step, raises agility by 35% until being hit by an attack. I mean, yeah, wind slash spreads. Spreads targets oil, wet, dry, and heavy to all enemies for 3 turns. Could be useful, but I don't play around using those, so. Calm water, raises chance to evade an attack by 10% for 4 turns. Chance scales off of user's agility. So the higher her agility, the higher the percentage, I guess. Which, I mean, yeah, but she's not. What's that? Yeah, Pedal Storm plus 5% higher chance for Xena to activate Pedal Storm. Calm Nature raises stats at the start of battle for every free equip slot. I don't get what that necessarily means. Are we talking about like the class, the accessory, armor, and weapon? Why would I bother? I don't see how that can be good. And like, I guess she can have one extra ability, because like Pilfer can be taken off. So like she doesn't steal, that's fine to not have on there. And in terms of like, I mean, building damage, if I like put on all the different poisons, well, no, I would put on bleed as well, so they take more DOT. So I still want X-Slash there. Obviously, if I'm focusing on a boss, I will possibly not have this on, because there's no multiple enemies, so there's no point in having that. But we'll see. Otherwise, we have stats to apply here. The defensive ones are kind of funny. Otherwise, it would just be crit and attack that I would put on her. Counter attack, that's maybe. I wouldn't put that on anyways, because she already has all the passives she wants. Oh wait, this is a passive skill, so I'd have to apply this. Yeah, no passives for her. What would I actively want then? Raises agility by 35% until being hit by an attack. Now, if I did that and didn't get hit until like her next turn, it would mean that Dragon Fang is gonna do a bitch ton of damage, because it scales off of agility, and I've raised agility by 35%. Which, honestly, I don't think that's that much, but I don't know how, like, it functions with that. Counter, okay. Yeah, and then we had counter stance. Counters physical single target attacks for 5 turns. So any physical attack that specifically targets her gets countered. Now, it doesn't mean that she doesn't take damage, I'm pretty sure. Raises chance to evade an attack by 10%. For 4 turns and scales off her agility. I think Calm Water is pretty good then, because otherwise she does have Shadow Step. Grants 2 dodges, allows for evade physical attacks. This just says attacks. There's also Lightning Rod, blocks any magical damage until next turn. Could be useful. But I don't know. I think maybe Calm Water. Also, at this point, I don't know how much I need to steal from enemies, but let's do that, because that gives her some defensive capabilities. Which, to what degree? So let's not have that on as a permanent thing. So it's 10%, 20% for more turns even. So it's a higher chance to evade an attack at all by 20% for 6 turns. And the chance to so the percent on top of that increases based off of my agility, which is 38, which is pretty high compared to literally anyone else. The closest is Glenn at 28, so it's 10 more than his. So we're just gonna max that out. There we go. Fantastic. And now it's time for Lizard Man. What can you do? Summon the other? No. Revenge, physical attack, daily image based on occurrence? No. Summoned heal, restores HP by an amount based on the number of summons times 50. Elemental orbs increases elemental resistance by 25 for 5 turns for everyone. Very cool. Heaven or Hell raises damage dealt by 2.5%. User dies after 3 turns. Very fun, but not particularly interesting. Elemental orbs is nice though. Having a support skill like that is very useful. Have that instead of just inflicting heavy. I don't particularly care for that. Raising everyone's elemental resistance is pretty fun. That's going to be pretty useful. So that increases it by 5 at rank 2, and then increases how many turns? By 8 turns. That's a lot of stuff that I can build my party around to just fully like buff everyone potentially. But we'll see. I might not even have to do that in fights. It may not even be necessary. But okie dokie. So that's that. Yeah, so now we need to go up there. Oh yeah, I need to leave because I don't think there's anything else here because now everyone's dead. How's it looking, Panthras? Is this thing still running? It should be. Linnae, come closer, please. It started up. The mechanisms in the ruins of Leonar respond to your ether. You are the key, so to speak. Let's try our luck then. Imperium Ruins. Is this the area that the area of Perpetua leads to that had brambles protecting it? So these are the ruins from my dreams, the sanctuary of some Shambhala. Hey, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine, I don't know what's going on. Your echo is reacting to the sights. We have to be careful. Something I missed, Cress? Your lovely dog has a good nose, I must note. Gwen? You here? You've got some questions to answer. You're awfully right, Glenn, but if you seek answers, you must first pass the trials of the Imperial Ruins. Are you mocking me? I wouldn't dare. I will accompany you and see how you fare. You want to travel with us? For a while, at least. Like we're going to trust you. Don't be like that, Glenn. Fine. Then go without me. You can't stop me from following you, though. I find Gwen to be... He doesn't seem like the true evil antagonist that I thought he was at one point. Because he seems to just be like, hey, whatever. Like, it's not like the casual way a villain talks to you. It's more like he's like, I mean, I'm just trying to, like, especially at a certain point where he literally was just like, no, fucking do this because shit's about to go down. Like, save her. Do this, do that. And I'm like, it doesn't seem... It seems like he is like operating on his own to the side, and it's like he has his own motives, but it's not against you in any way. Not really. So he's very interesting. For now, I'm not sensing much like opposition coming from him. So I'm like, okay, sure, dude, I guess. If he yeah, I don't know, he doesn't seem evil. Because he's clearly something else. He's clearly not, he was pretending to be an R. He's clearly not by as much, like, there's been so many insinuations that I don't think he's an R. He's probably some kind of god, demigod person that came down to Earth. Same with June, the person he's with. Probably he has something to do with the gods because he took the Grand Grimoire from them, and he seemingly wanted to power it up for some reason. He's weird. He's certainly weird. He disappeared. Was that teleportation magic without any mechanism? No, he's camouflaging himself. He certainly didn't learn that in Nisa. Don't worry, I'm still near. Now go ahead. What a strange stranger. Rest assured I will keep us safe. Sure do. Actually, I say that. This isn't the same map, actually, as... Whoa, also, hold on. This is the weirdest map so far. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 squares in not a normal layout. It doesn't have 9, and it's not laid out in the normal sense. It's like weirdly divided, and instead of a 3x3. I was watching last week thinking, are we doing Neo Fantasia again with this, the gods aren't really gods and also they're coming to mortal realm thing? I don't know, because we have already seen 3 gods, I guess, which they called veins, which were just like humanoids with one fucking eye, and they were like, oh, we're gonna destroy the world. Oh no, wait a minute, we have a different thing. We're gonna sacrifice ourselves and we're gonna reverse time and stuff. And I'm like, I'm not sure what the fuck that was about. We're probably gonna get an answer to what that is, and if they are the gods, in which case how many gods are there? That one trickster god, I would assume, that makes deals, is he a god? Is he something else? Who knows? We're probably gonna get answers to that as well. I doubt that that was the last we're gonna see of him. He seems to be too he's too I don't know what the fuck to use as a descriptor, but he seems too too real of a character to not appear again. But okay, now we're going through the Empyrean ruins, which we already know we have some items that we're gonna get from this area now, like worm carapaces from Fallen Dragon. Let's see what else. We're gonna get Colossus hide from Fallen Dragon. Okay, worm carapaces and Colossus hide. We need both of those. Those are fun. Blue clock spider and red clock spider we get mithril ores from, and rayon fiber from golems. And monster fangs from gorillas apparently, which we already had 19 of, which I think are all rewards. Anything else that we got from here technically? There we go. Fine wool from gorillas. So all of these enemies we want, you know, all of the things from, which does mean we kind of probably want to steal from them. So we're probably gonna want to do for now, I think we're gonna replace X-Slash with Pilfer, so we can at least like just switch to Sienna if it's necessary to steal from someone. Oh yeah, these fucking puzzles. We did them briefly, and wait. Oh, is it this one specifically? No, it's a different one that looked similar. At a brief point. Okay, we need both of these. Okay. Got it. Or just one? No, both, right? I would imagine. Yeah, that only goes one time. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Doesn't seem like we will be able to call our sky armors here. Yeah, okay. Look at this area. Now let's look towards... See these two plates at the gate? Yes, I'm not blind. You need to activate them by finding switches somewhere close by. Reach the inner chamber of the ruins. So they got pig statues. Are this referring to like the pig races of Yums? I wonder. Decorated vest. Already we're gonna get fucking level 8 shit. Yes. Well, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna wait until a while because we're gonna need some of the later stuff in order to upgrade them. So are these the red spiders and all that? Yeah, red and blue spiders. Red clock spiders, yeah. Weak to water. Okay, if you say so. Heaven's Tier. Let's try this out then. Nice. Cool. Crest transform. Let's see what this does. Okay. We'll have to wait, I guess. Load gun spirit. Water again. Oh, wait a minute. Now that I do the... Wait. All of them are weak to water, but the blue ones are weak to magic and the red ones are weak to physical? Maybe? Mechanical eye. Oh yeah, we got that. So we're gonna get some... we're gonna get some stuff that... What does this do? Transforms, crests, and raises his powers? Don't know what that means. What are we doing with that? I can't tell what is happening regarding that. Yeah, I think the red ones are weak to physical, and is it simply that he becomes stronger? Is that what's happening? He's gonna die now because Crest is gonna attack him. Oh, wait, not yet. Now he is. Oh, you're not dead after that? What does this do? I'm confused. Transforms... because it says transforms him and raises it. What do we mean by that? How? He didn't transform at all. So I'm very confused. What do we mean by transforms? How does he transform? Fucking excuse me? Well, okay, we're gonna have to test that more. See what the fuck's going on with that. Yeah, you can trick me. Refined gun spear. Well, I appreciate the gear, but I'm not gonna use it yet. Oh, is that a golem? That is a golem. We can steal from the golem. We can also can the golem. Okay. if we can the golem, let's do that. I'm sure we'll stumble upon another golem. Parade armor. Okay. I don't notice it before, but does Eagle hold? Does Eagle hold that sword? It seems too large for his wrist to support. Or how does he hold that? Well, it's a spear, quote unquote. I mean, I was gonna say, I mean, think Monster Hunter, how the fuck they hold their gun lances. It's pretty unbelievable as well. They're going with the same logic. Does this lead to... Oh, that was the platform or thing that I need to activate. Got it. Or we can just chalk it up to he was trained, and that's it. He was trained to do so, and so therefore he can. Why was it this one that lit up and not this one to, you know, show like the equal? Because it was on the right side that I clicked on it, so it should have been this one. Oh no. What the fuck is... Uh-huh. I see. Gonna have to deal with this. Got it. Golems. There we go. Food. I don't need to steal from them though. I'm confused, yeah. Here we go, eat the golem. Nice. So what is this skill that he learned? Whoops. Spinning swirl. 1 to 5 physical attacks, dealing to one target, staggers user after use. That sounds bad. I don't know, like, because there's a chance he just uses it, does one hit, and then gets staggered. Whatever that means, if that maybe means that... No, wait, staggering. That means he has to switch next turn. He can't do an action. You have to switch to... Yeah, that... yeah, I don't think that's worth it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that's worth it. At all. I think that is pretty not worth it. Okay, so we're switching that and then that, so we can go here. But what if we go here first? Oh wait, Oh no, okay. Okay, no, we just have to go there. Alright, sure. What? I don't know how everyone evaded that, but... I will say that Heaven's Tier or whatever was very cool. Unload all! Kaboom! Very nice. Okay, so we... Oh, okay, yeah. But what is this way then? Ooh! Fucking sick. Level 3 or Mark 3, let's go. Take it. Now, do I have someone with... Victor has water as well. I could shift these two so that Eagle... So we have water as well, because everything seems to be weak to water, but... I mean, I can always switch in combat. That's a thing I need to remember, that that's actually a thing. Switch that. Then you go back and switch that, and then we are free to go. No chests in here. Pop. And then we just leave. Okay, hold on. No, I need to check so there's no bullshit going on. No, okay. Just very straightforward. Point. And I guess that was everything. Yeah. About these, another 2. Got it. So if we do bop, no, we can't do right because then it's gonna fail. So we have to go up, then there, then down. No? Wait, if I go here, and then go up. Wait. Ooh, wait a minute. But that's a fail. Go da, da, da. It's also a fail. How curious. Alright, calm down, Jesus. If you potentially hear earthquakes on my end, that's my washing machine going insane. Okay, let's see. That's gonna go nowhere. Now, I can always get one, but then what? Yeah, okay, I was like, it's not either, I need both, right? And that goes, whoa, and goes, kaboom. And if we do it like that, then what? Bounce it here, then it will go fucking like nowhere after that. If we push it here, it'll also go nowhere after that. This one is a bit curious. I might just be completely missing something. Well, okay. So that goes there. Then that, like, does that. The only thing I can do with this shit is now push it down. But then, like... Oh, wait a minute. I haven't thought about them following each other. Yes, I know. We do that, and then we do up, and then we follow it. Like that. And then we push it like that. Bonk, and then bam, and then bonk, and then we can push both of them. Didn't think about following them so that they bounce into each other like that. I always thought if you go different directions, but what if they went the same direction? That one was cool. Okay, where the fuck are we? We got some kind of golems? Not hostile? They don't seem to be very aggressive. Yes, those are the exact... I said golems and then not hostile, and you both said the exact same in the same order. They're working, tending some fields, feeding the birds. How strange. Oh, here he is. The golems were created by the builders of these ruins thousands of years ago. Some defend this place from invaders, while others, like them here, maintain it. And they're still functioning after such a long time. Bound to a mission from which they can never break free. Is that sentimentality I hear in your voice? What a rarity. I feel great respect in the face of such devotion to duty. There is no devotion. The golems do what they're programmed to do. They never had a choice. Now don't be such a killjoy. Can we please move on? Ah yeah, I forgot that I should keep my distance. Forgive me. Since we're out of the forest area, we should be able to board our skarmers here. Sure, but I don't see what that Fucking let's go. See what... I don't think that matters, really. No, does it? I can't really go anywhere. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Unless there's some, like, hidden random platform out in nowhere. Nope. So what does it matter? Apparently I can... Why do I feed the birds? To keep the cycle of life running. These birds here are not able to feed themselves anymore. It is humanity's fault. You always have to interfere with nature. Even now, look, you have scared the birds all away. I didn't realize these could talk. We grow vegetables to make sure the knowledge is not lost. Okay. Fishing is supposed to be the way to get food called fish. I've been sitting here for over 2,000 years and have not caught anything yet. Am I doing something wrong? Well, this isn't, you know, water for fish to be in. Is this really just a place for these? Do these give different things? Doom resistance 3, yeah, I'll take that. No. No. Dragon Killer 1, no, I already have a 10 of that. No. Clawmaster 3, Light Attack 3. I mean, let's do Clawmaster 3, I guess. What are you about? I wonder what these carrots taste like. Oh, you met. Okay, so I can use my. Wait. Oh, I'm suddenly here now. Okay. Oh, okay, got it. So I can do this now. Okay. Well, let me just fly around then. Glaive V3. Yep, one person is using that. So let's equip you with that. Let's go. Is someone using that? Yes, someone is. Oh, bam. Appreciate all of these upgrades to... How big is this area? All these upgrades to my Skyarmor set here. Very nice, making me even stronger than before. Because it's the only way to make my armors stronger. Or my, like... Oh! Are you a fallen dragon? You are. You are nothing special. Got it? How fast will you die is a question, though. Let's do blind. Bam. Oh, you probably die fairly fast. Oh boy, do you. Weak to earth? Well, have at you. Yeah, that would be insta-kill for me otherwise. Also, that was not a blind check. Got it. Dead. A single horn. Okay. An Ether Cannon Mark III. Well, none of us use an Ether Cannon. He uses support drones. What do they... Okay, hold on. Ether Cannons have Charge, Light Shot, Dark Shot. Right. Support drones did the healing ones, yeah. It's kind of why I do that. Yeah, he has that. She has that for that and do that. Yeah, so I don't have the capacity for light and dark elements, but I don't really need to have anything else, so it's fine. Oh, here's gorillas. They're just sitting there, minding their own business. And here I come to spoil their day. What are you weak to? Water? Let's do that. Here we go. Blind them. Then shoot their fucking ass. Bam. Oh, they're super dead. Missed. Bam. Stand no chance. Sword and shield. Does anyone use that? No, I'll switch to this. Yeah, I switched to that because of the... Well, because because of the abilities for it, right? Because this had wild slash quick repair, attack mode and defense mode, but hammer and shield had the defensive break and offensive break, which has some kind of use to them. So yeah. But let's see then. What else does this area have that I might have missed? Hopefully nothing. I think I found everything. Our constructors sent us here not quite 3,000 years ago. Since then we've been working day in and day out. Well, you're mechanical beings. Don't forget we can't board the scarabs in high grass. Yes. I know. I am very aware of that. Is this a mimic? No. Oh wait, is this just so we can like now use them? Yeah, okay. You kind of had to because otherwise we would get our fucking ass handed to us by these gorillas. That's not nice. Go, have fun not moving, assholes. Not that you got a chance to even move. Ley line coat. That sounds interesting. Okay, that was all in this area then. There we go. That's something I want. The construction are not the ones responsible for the construction of these ruins. They are merely using them for their own purposes. Also, now that I saw that, although there is no teleportation thing here, so I'm gonna go through this first, and then we'll see about. Oh, there's some more dragons, and then we'll see about doing the thing. Cause I have over 100,000 gold, so I was thinking of. Oh, nice. I was thinking of doing that unique enemy that seemingly was gonna show up when you had that much money in Shambhala. I would like a higher tier greatsword. That would be nice. Wait. How do I do that? It's gonna have to be something about moving platforms or something. Gorillas. Okay. Unless we get an upgrade to our armors, so we can land in high grass. Because, like, I don't see what that could otherwise mean. Wait. Okay, we can land and then just move throughout here. Yeah, let's start with that, and then we do, I don't know, leg sweep. And boom. Nice. Lots of materials. Nah. Maintaining the ruins. From time to time, the generals of the Leonor Order visits us and expect our work. Do they? I feel like they haven't done that in a while. Merlin. No one used that. That was that one. So he gets less attack. One less agility, but otherwise better. Well, might as well for now. That's fine. Gorillas. Alright, well, it's the wrong person, but that's fine. Bam, bam, bam. Nice. Oh, yeah, huge tooth. That's something I needed as well. I remember that. Oh, is that the thing that he did use? It is. So I get slightly less TP, I get more HP, more attack, get 10 less magic, and one. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do that. That's good, I guess. Can withstand some more damage. Oh no! An ambush from two different sides. Whatever am I supposed to do? It's not all like I can just withstand your attacks and then kick your ass. No, that could never happen. Here we go. Make sure all three of you can't move first. And then, well, you guys have different weaknesses, but still do a lot of damage. Leg sweep. Blind you all. Or kill. You know, that also works. There's one more chest in this area. Where? Oh yeah, it's at the bottom here, right? This fucking chest. I don't know how I'm supposed to get to. Seems a bit fucking ludicrous. Another puzzle. I was gonna say, wait, hold on. This seemed a bit easy. If we send it down here, there's no point. So if we send it here and then here. So I have to use this to block the orb somehow. That isn't the way, clearly. Doing that, we'll send it into the goal. This, it will go nowhere, so clearly I have to do that. There we go. I think I just didn't see the exact square, like, bit that this would go along on. Maybe, unless it was simply that the Graveblock would have had to disappear first in order for it to make sense. Quite possible. Although it does say that no... Oh, I can't even go higher up, so... Although, I mean, let's go with safety. I was like, maybe I shouldn't be in Scaramers. Maybe I should be, actually. Everything seems to be fucking huge here, so you know. Oh boy. Shaved head, huh? Weakness to light. I don't have anything of that sort. Doesn't matter. Well, let's just go with it. Let's start with enact. Bop. Shoot it with something. Let's try blind. There we go, fantastic. Paid off. Ah, because it's the same turn, he's still fucking missing. Get dunked on, bitch. Nice fucking try. I will do less damage, and we will do shields up. And then, because we've done both of these, let's do poison. Good. What does that... I don't know what that does, but okay. Increase our defenses. Let's do silence. Maybe, maybe there's magic of some kind. Oh, he can't... Ooh, he needs to be hit. Over and over again in order for it to crack. Got it. Oh, did I not? Well, he's dead. I was gonna try and build up silence so that I could use silence on him because it said preparing ancient magic, and so if he's silenced, surely he wouldn't be able to use the magic on the turn he was gonna use it on. But it doesn't matter. I fucking killed him, so he didn't get to pull off his super move. Is this our destination? Here comes Wayne to answer that question. It is. And it's also the place where our journey together ends. It's too dangerous for me to go any further. For you? Are you kidding me? Why did you come along in the first place? I love spending time with you guys. Well then, goodbye. He disappeared again. So this is where the knowledge from my past is supposed to be waiting for me. I am ready. Let us continue. Oh wait, did I get a thing? I did, okay. I don't know what the fuck this does. What does Crest Transform do? Alright, well either way. Critical? I don't fucking know. In terms of like his stuff, we'll make sure that he survives. I think shield all is gonna actually be better than cover. Yeah, the race with 100% chance, but I'm wondering about this. So, which revives target at 10%, 25%, 50% for 7 turns. Yeah, I think I know what that does. So I definitely want it to be here. And then instead of cover, we want shield all. So this goes, yeah, mitigates 15, 20, 25%. There we go. Which is better than cover? 15%. Yeah, it just lowers how much it costs and for how long it lasts, but it's always next turn. But okay, it's quite possibly better. I think weakness pierce is better than spear rush. Oh, it guaranteed to do at least 3. Her attack isn't super high, so she needs the condition of doing even more damage regarding that. She already has something, I was gonna say better than that, but I don't think it is. We'll see. Yeah, she's got mag up and TP sacrifice. She already has HP sacrifice put up here. She could have TP. I mean, she loses a lot of TP actually. Unsure. But she does have Jesus. Ether Sucker, which, yeah, the other one will do more, potentially more in general, but she already has this a max, so I don't think she needs anything stronger. So maybe we can give up that TP for like TP sacrifice. Loses 10 TP, but attacks get stronger. Or for mag up? I think losing TP every time she attacks is not great, so maybe just mag up. That's good enough, I think. Gives her 120, which is already pretty strong. So let's let that be. Now you don't want spinning swirl because that's kind of bad. What the fuck do you want then? Like, I guess you will just have to learn these things. Because there's nothing else I want to give you. So, sacrifices users' life to revive all other party members to 1%. Eh. Fine, just learn that then. Yeah, I don't know about any of these. In terms of abilities, yeah, auto shield is neat. You don't need counterattack. So if you can learn something else that is better than counterattack, TP goes down, don't need that. HP drain, don't need that, but it's neat. Shield alloy? You do have auto shield, so could be useful. Definitely want all of these stats at some point. But maybe shield ally instead of counterattack. HP drain, because then I think HP, if you can get it, you might as well, yeah. Yeah, because you, yeah, do HP drain. Instead of, yeah, because that lasts for 10 turns. It's pretty good amount of time, so that makes him take less physical damage. So let's do instead of counterattack, let's do HP drain. Drag that up to level 2. You, yeah, none of your things I'm too interested in. He has all, but that's not gonna be useful against bosses. Don't care. Silence hit, that's interesting. But no. Increased magic, increased critical. Let's just do increased magic. You already have that going. You have none of that, so let's do. Okay, no, let's check you. You have 7% crit, that will be 12. Yeah, no particularly interesting passive. Let's do crit first and foremost. And yeah, so you had that, and that was kind of the most interesting thing for now. Obviously, there is use for like lightning rod, quick step, counter stance. None of these are going to be used, so let's focus on our stats. Crit first. And let's see. Heaven or Hell is interesting. Yeah, user dies after 3 turns, so after 2 turns, you just switch him out and never switch him back in, I guess. Drag up his magic. Oh, okay, we can't go higher up. It's too dangerous for Gwyn to be in here, huh? Oh, look at these tablets. Stone tablets. What language are these written in? Can you read them, Lene? It's Code of the Leonar Order. I can read it, but I don't remember learning these letters. It's probably the knowledge from your echo. So this is the true history. Well, it's none of my business, but after traveling so far, I'm a bit curious. What does it say? Long ago, evil raged across the land. Where it came from or what it was, no one knew. Some say it arose from the evil hearts of men. Or the men. There we go, let's stop there. The world went up in flames and a group led by the hero Leonars tried to save it. But every attempt failed. The Harbinger was invincible. However, they found a way to banish him. Among the followers were the Vain, which a race of unimaginable magical potential. Except they were gigantic and weird looking. I doubt, but I guess they took a human form. Is it like Gwaine? Is he a Vain? They had developed a spell with which they could imprison the Harbinger. The seal, however, would not last forever. To watch over the seal and the world, the Vain moved to another dimension where they gained immortality. Okay, so they turned into those gigantic humanoid ones. The rest of the followers around Leonard took on the task of finding a weapon against the Harbinger. They knew that it was a quest that would take thousands of years. Therefore, it was their duty to make sure that their mission and the knowledge about the Harbinger would never be lost. They created organizations, established a faith, built sanctuaries around Eldrea, and they even found a way to send a person's soul safely through the maelstrom in one piece. Okay. Slow down, Lene. Your echo is responding to all this information. I'm alright, thank you. Why did they go through all this trouble? People tend to forget. Organizations dissolve, kingdoms fall, traditions change. Over time, much knowledge is lost. That's why we of the Order of Leonard tried to spread all the information as broadly as possible. We even drew on the faith of the people and founded the church. Are you kidding? The church was founded by the heroes of Leonard? You're pulling my leg. This evil, the Harbinger, is at the center of their faith after all. And the church is eagerly awaiting their Messiah, the Holy Mother. The Maiden of Leonard, in other words, Lene here. If all this is true, was my soul transported on purpose? What is it that I have to do? As written on the stone tablets, you must find a weapon that can destroy the Harbinger once his seal is broken. A weapon powerful enough to kill such a being. Do you mean the Grand Grimoire? What's happening here? This doesn't seem good at all. Pure miasma. Watch out, Cress. Oh, we are suddenly in some other fucking area now. Welcome, Maiden of the Order. Much time has passed since the last of your kind paid her respects to us and asked for our help. Who are you? Well, child, your echo seems to have not yet fully awakened, so let me introduce us. Actually, the religion you have was founded hundreds of years ago to help out some third party. We are the Vain. Oh, you guys are? Saviors of this world, conquerors of the Harbinger. You're the people who sealed the Harbinger? Was it only three? Were the Vain only three? The three that said they sacrificed themselves? In which case that can't be you? Question mark? Unless? Sealing him we did. If it had been in our power to kill him, we would have done so. However, thousands of years ago, no weapon existed that could harm him. Since then, we have been waiting here, watching over Eldrea until a weapon is found. I guess it's only you three. The three of you that appeared... Okay, so the Vain are not gods. They gained immortality, but they're not gods. And those three humanoid creatures, they are you guys, or were you guys. Okay, got it. Open like this stone, perhaps? The grimoire that was stolen from us. Okay. So you possess it now. What a twist of fate. It was stolen from you? So you had the potential... Or... Okay. But you may keep it, maiden, for it is of no worth to us. Can we use it to defeat the Harbinger? With this toy? No, this stone... What's the scent? Is it Gawain? I smell it. Oh, you opened your eyes. Are your eyes bleeding, or is that just flare? He is close. Is that smell sticking to you? To me? Ah, it is you, thief. You have stolen the stone. How dare you insult us? Is that what you look like now? Is this their true form? Why do they have to look so weird? And what's with the background, though? Who are they? It is up to us to decide who uses the stone or not. Oh, it's because... Oh, that's why it's dangerous for Gwaine to be here. But also, like, if Gwaine is connected to, like, Glenn and they sense that, but it's like, it wasn't Glenn, though. The Vayne are judges and executioners. The Vayne do not forget. They do not forgive. Destroy the boy. But, like, it wasn't Glenn? Are you guys stupid enough to not realize that? Also, where are we now? Oh no, we were here. We're back? What is going on here? Someone just cut off our link to the Vayne. Gwaine? No, it's a different aura. Do you feel their hatred? Who's talking? It sounds different than the Vayne. The people who once helped your order and banished the evil sit on the immortal throne, their power having gone to their heads. What do they care about the Grand Grimoire when they have countless weapons capable of the same destruction in their possession? They only care about their ego. Who are you? Follow the path and find the truth. I'm awaiting you ahead. Okay, so it's not Gwaine, but it's someone else that have extra knowledge. Oh, okay, we're just continuing. Okay, well, if that's the case. Just because it's more thematic. I guess we're saving here, because, we'll continue exploring this. How fucking long is this? No, it's just one screen, seemingly, but we're doing some more, and then more stuff, and then yada yada. But more shit is gonna happen, so we'll wait until Friday to continue that. Where we have much more time to deal with that. But yeah, interesting stuff. So I wonder if the Vayne are the gods then that Gwaine was talking about back at some point, because he stole the Grand Grimoire from them. And so I'm gonna assume that the Vayne are, because they gained immortality and they look like that now, so are they the gods? In which case, what is that fucker that makes deals? Is he something else? Is he a god? Are the Vaynes not gods and he is a god for reals? Or is he like a demon of some kind? I mean, him being a demon would make sense because he's putting a curse, which seems more positive than negative, but either way. And also, there are like the demon creatures in this universe, so maybe he's like a demon god, if that's the thing. But we'll see. We'll probably find more answers regarding that. We'll quite possibly kill that motherfucker. Who knows? Will the secrets be revealed? Find out in the next episode. Chained Echoes Ball Z. Secrets revealed. Very much so, yes. Although I feel like it's probably going to take a little bit longer. There is an achievement for clearing Act 3, and then there's an achievement for beating the game. So I would imagine that there's 4 acts. There's Act 3, all of Act 3, and then I don't know how long the last act is going to be, but I'm going to assume there's only 4 then, because if there's clear Act 1, 2, 3, and then beat the game, I doubt they're gonna do clear Act 3 and then beat the game immediately, one after another, because that would be fucking pointless in terms of achievements. Why would you make it like that? So I would imagine there's some kind, maybe not a full-length act, but probably mid. Okay, than you'd think, but shorter than you hope. Possibly, but anyways, we shall wait and see what the game has in store for us.